Okay, it's Tuesday the 24th of January. For me it's 9 o'clock in the morning. That's 4 o'clock in the morning for New York. Still early days at the moment. On the daily, move over to that. So we're in a retracement area at the moment. On the daily, we're in this dealing range. For me to be bullish, price needs to go above this high, and we have the breaker structure down here, so we're in decline at the moment. We should be seeking sells on the daily at least. On the 4 hour, price turned into a markup at these lows. This was Friday. We're into an area of potential reversal around here based on this high to this low. I'm not convinced yet if that's the case. We need to take it from this high, and we've got these highs above here. So I've got this eye up here which is focused on these highs that we see up here. So 1, 2, 3. On the daily, the 3-day look back has surpassed those highs now, so potentially that they might stay there intact. We'll have to keep an eye on that. So I'm just sorting out the 3-day high bit. So 1, 2, 3. We got these lows just by here now, so it might not play out based on the 3-day high on the daily. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'm kind of sat on the fence at the moment. I don't like what I'm seeing on the lower time frames. On the hour, I've marked up the same area on the markup. So I've got an exclamation on this. If price comes up to this area, we've got all these highs. So I'm a bit wary about making a decision at the moment on direction. I'm not seeing a valid entry point yet on the lower time frames. It looks like it's broken structure on the hour at least. So we have a high, low, and a higher high, and a break structure. If we drop down to the lower time frames, 30-minute, you can see a little bit more clearly on the 30-minute. A high, a low, and a higher high, a break of structure just by that. I've got to fix these markups, and as you can see overnight, it's just gone pretty sideways. The only kind of current range that I can see is this high to this low. Price is stuck inside it. I don't like what I'm seeing here. So there's no area that I can mark out other than potentially this low to this high. We do have a kind of a sort of a range, but it's stuck within this range here. So for now at least, I'm on the sideline. I'm not liking what I see. I need to see some better price action on that. I'm still got my eye down here on this demand zone, which the freshness has gone now. So we could see, what I'd like to see is price breakdown here. What we can think about is this is the Sunday open. So we got price, the opening price from Sunday is all the way up here, down here, sorry, and it's quite close to the 1 hour dealing range low from last week, which got broken. And power 3, we always start with accumulation of orders going up to manipulation. Now this looks like manipulation, and then distribution, which is the power 3, and that's based on the weekly candle, that is. So this could be the wick forming for the weekly candle. In terms of market phases, we had markup where looks like we're in distribution right now. Sorry, not distribution. Yep, that's right. Yes. Distribution phase 3, and I want to see a little bit more movement down to confirm, and I would say below here to confirm that we're moving to a decline. So I'm kind of sat on the sidelines at the moment. I can't make my mind up which direction this is going to go in. Okay, it's just coming up to 25 to 7 in the morning for New York. Right now, on the 15-minute, price is dithering. It's not going anywhere right now. I'm still on the sidelines, and I'm waiting to see what price is going to do. Which way is it going to move? Where's the strength coming back into the market? I can't read it right now. There's just nothing there for me to even contemplate getting in. The 1 hour looks as though we have a shift in market structure, but I could go either way right now, so I'm on the sidelines. It's just gone 7:30 in New York time, and looking at the 15-minute, I've established an external range and internal range based on this high and this low. So when we zoom in on the 5-minute, we have a high and a low, so there's a small range just by here that gets formed on the 5-minute. This creates a lower high and a lower low. This becomes the new range. Now this was at 6 o'clock. It's just before the Asian range, 2 hours before the Asian range, which is down by here. We do have a high and a low and a high, so there's a break of structure here on the 5-minute. But I like this on the 15-minute, because we have this low by here which gets broken, and this becomes a new kind of range for me, which gets broken here. So that this is these highs that you see here were hunted by this upward move that forms a kind of a market maker buy model just by that, and the lows here form a break. So we have the forming of the external range by here. I've set the zone for today at least, and now price has come back down to this zone on the 1 hour, which is a similar kind of pattern to this, but on a range. We've had one touch here, so we broke through, we've come back down, we've touched it, so this kind of resets. We're into support by here, so we've had 2 touches now. We're seeing looks like a bullish pin bar is forming, and I've created two scenarios around this area. So if price breaks this high, then we should see a retest of that area for an entry long. If price hits this zone, because we've broke through it now, and this becomes the first touch, effectively, we see we should see price come back down to this zone again, and the freshness will have gone by this point, and we should start to see a decline in price at that point. So I'm eager to see what happens around this area. So if price breaks down here, a retest, and then back down again. So let's see what happens for that. My biggest issue with this price action by here is it's just really sluggish. I'm not seeing any large movements like we have over on this side. So it's really difficult to know what is going to happen. I need to see a big move before we can justify getting in. Even on the 5 minute, this price action's really messy. It's difficult to read. So I'm still on the sideline. Okay, it's just gone 9:30 in New York, and we had a really nice strong move downwards on the 15 minute. So when I zoom in, you'll see this morning we had, I'm going to get rid of this, we had the external range appear, and we're into internal range liquidity at the moment. So at 8:30 the market open for the morning session, we had a bearish move, nice strong move. We hit a daily zone, 4-hour zone as well, and we had a pullback. So we had a break structure on the 5 minute just by that, with a retracement back into an hourly zone, which is one of these patterns on the higher time frame, and 3 to 1 on that. 6 to 1, 3 to 1 could have easily been had. Where is it? No, it's just by there at the lows. So there's easily 6 to 1 trade there, all the way down to the bottom. 7 to 1 trade easily, and not quite sure what price is doing at the moment. I think it's just stops unloading now. So this is what's pushing price back up here. Don't want to see it come above this now. Now that we're here, but let's I'll come back to this in a bit. Okay, my interest is really peaked on the 10 minute, sorry, not 10 minute, the 15 minute candles at and after 10 AM. Notice price is coming down. We get a low, high, lower low. This was a rapid movement down. That was a decent entry for a 3 to 1 on the way down. Price hadn't broken, so we can continue anticipating getting a 3 to 1 out of the market, sticking to the 3 to 1 outcome. After 10 o'clock, where's the 10 o'clock candle? This 10 o'clock candle. Price breaks on the 15 minute, and I'm seeing this all the time. If price breaks, we have to trust what we're seeing. And on the high time frame this morning, I mean, even now when I look at the hour, I'm struggling with this being the pattern. It's just I don't know. It's not nice. The 4 hour is definitely still in markup. I mean, it's hit this 4 hour zone, and it's responding to it at the moment. Now, my eyes are still up here on the equal highs that we've got above and here. And all day price has been really sluggish on the 15-minute down, or even the 30-minute. If you look at that, it's just been really sluggish coming all the way down to here. And then we got an energetic move down, a low, a high, a lower low, and then a break of structure by this big candle going up. That all happens, it unfolds around 10 AM. Let that candle play out, because I'm seeing this pattern over and over. When the 10 AM candle breaks, you've got the direction by there. I mean, I can do it here as well. So here's 8:30. We get a high form, and price drops like a lead balloon down to this zone and takes out all the liquidity here. It's accumulation, it's a manipulation. Allow price to do what it's got to do, wait for it to get out of the way, and when we see this break of structure, that's the area to get in. Now I don't know what that looks like on the 5 minute. Let's have a look on that particular example. It's not a clean area to get in, but you know on the higher time frame, based on, oh Jesus, down here we had a break of structure. It was a clear break of structure on the hour. I'll go to the hour very quickly. You can see it down here. So we're looking for bullish moves, and after 10 o'clock, that break of structure confirms an entry that could get in on that break. But it's a very strong move. It didn't really get a pullback. I don't know how to get in on that entry, other than at 9 o'clock we get this on the hour, this pin bar form. It's within that zone. Now, I'm not viewing this particular chart when I'm watching the markets. I'm in the lower time frame, so I wouldn't have seen that on the hour. I'm waiting for another monitor to turn up, so that I've got more visual cues in front of me for all this stuff. But even down here, I mean, this is at the lows. We have our 8 o'clock candle, 8:30 candle by here, and price kind of goes sideways a little bit. We get a break of structure here, so low, high, so high, low, high, high, breaks this area, and then we get the reverse, high, low, high, high. Now this breaks this low here. This high is still within that range, so this is the only one that's valid. Once we get this low at 9:30, gets broken, then we got the this horrible price action by here. That potentially could have got us in the wrong direction. Now price is weak on this range at the moment, but here's the 10:15 candle, and it drops and then goes the opposite way, and the opportunity to get back in on the break doesn't happen till the afternoon. but we got our clear break of structure just by there. That's one example. I mean, I can carry on. I don't know if there's one down here. So look, I've taken off the marking. So 830 low is by here. So this is a pin bar. It sets up this demand zone, and we get a 930 pin bar as well. Now when we look at so we've got high, low, high. The 10 o'clock candle, this one here, okay, is also high, and price doesn't break really that structure, so it wasn't a clear day, in all honesty. But that was out as a Thursday, so Thursday is always the you know, closing down your trades day kind of thing. So we know based on the price action from days before, it's been going down. Positions are being closed out here. So it's having that process and having a reminder what day it is, that we should be closing down our trades on Thursday, come Thursday, New York. For me, it's a no trade day. And then this is Wednesday, so you can see we formed our external range, internal range. Now price came back up into the external range. 830 comes along, we have this low, and we have a high at 930. 1030 comes along, price breaks, and then comes back up, and then drops like a lead balloon. That was the Wednesday. The Tuesday, really nice example here. That high, low, high, high, break structure on the 15-minute retracement. So it's a break and retest around the 8:30 to 10 o'clock. That's what I'm looking for. The break and retest. Now on today's trading, oh, that was nasty. Look where 8:30 was. 8:30 comes along. Huge candle. Sideways motion back up to a zone. Price hasn't broken at this point. That's a valid sell for a 3-to-1 trade. Now if that's a really fast, take that, 3-to-1 is there. That's what I need to look for. At 8:30, has price broken? No. Stick to your direction. 9:30, has price broken? No. Stick to your direction. 10 o'clock, has price broken? Yes. Change your bias. That's my if. So here we go. At 8:30, has price broken? No. It's a pullback to a zone. Take the entry down. 9:30 comes along. Has price broken? No. Price comes up to that, take the entry. There's two trades there. Back down again. So look, that's 9:45. 10 o'clock comes along, price is all the way down here. Wait for the 10:15 candle. Has price broken? Yes. Retest. Break and retest. retest is, let's say on this candle right here. I don't know if that would have taken me out, but look where it is. 3 to 1 is there. It's now at 6 to 1. It's gone for these highs. The highs have been taken out. It's going up. It's continuing to those highs on the 4 hour, I think. Okay, it's 7:30 in the evening, my time. For New York, that's 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm closing down for tonight. I'm going to move into reviewing the day. So on the 15-minute, this has not really changed this an awful lot throughout the day. The two scenarios that I had set up, one was to hit this zone and then go down. Didn't quite work out like that. Price carried on and did a retracement, so it's kind of right. Didn't quite follow it as it's displaying right now, but I'm quite pleased with the outcome in terms of process. Areas I need to improve are on execution and I would say being a bit more dynamic on the bias. So it all comes down to process really, and my process is not written down yet, so until I write that down properly, I'm going to keep making the same mistakes. So this morning we had at 8:30 this huge expansion down, so price really hadn't broken. It was just continuing on the downwards cycle. This was the next leg of it. We had a pullback into this zone, which is created by this same pattern you see here in the Asian range, but on the hour. So it formed part of a previous range, but the zone is still intact. You can see how sensitive it is. It becomes an area of support and resistance. So this morning it was an area of resistance. Even though price pushed through it, it was hitting other zones at the same time. So at 8:30 price retraced back into the zone, and I did mark up on an earlier video an entry point here, so I put in the stop loss at the top of the zone and the entry at the bottom for a 3 to 1. Would have been a really easy trade to get into. So price was still going down. The bits I'm struggling with at the moment is in terms of the break. Now what I'm noticing between 8:30 and 10 AM, quite often you see a break in structure, and after 10 o'clock the 15-minute candle is it's at 10:15. It's pretty much a given the direction that it's going in. So we had at just after 9:30 the 9:45 candle, a break of structure, which is confirmed on the 10 o'clock candle. So we kind of had a retest, a break and retest on the 15-minute. It's a bit more clearer on the 5-minute. So here is the 10:10 candle. You can see how price expands away. We've got the 5-minute break of structure here. That's at 9:45. So it's already occurred, the break of structure, even before 10 o'clock hit. 10 o'clock comes down and it's like a pullback. That's going into like an optimal trade entry style entry point down the bottom. So that'd be somewhere between 62 and 79% retracement. As it comes back up, we hit this zone. Now this has become the second touch of this zone now. So the green X I've placed here because it's no longer fresh, this zone, and if price comes back down this way, it's going through that. So all the way down, this is no longer fresh, this is no longer fresh. We've got liquidity pools at each one of these areas now, so it's gone as far as it will, and it's just carry on going up. This almost stays in line with what I was looking at on the higher time frame underneath the 4 hour, where price is right now. This hasn't broken, it's still in markup. The hour, I was a bit unsure about this one. I should have just stayed neutral in hindsight. Even though we had a pullback, and on the lower time frame, it is a change in structure. It's not a particularly great one on the hour. It's a retracement back to this zone down here, and now price is starting to continue on, and my final area up here where my eye is looking, I'm looking at these equal highs right now. So over on the 4 hour, the 4 hour it's coming back into this. I put a measurement on here, the 62% and 79% retracement. If it breaks these and we don't see a shift in direction, then it's going to be targeting the highs above here, and then it's more than likely that on the daily we're going to break the highs. So I'll probably go to the sidelines at that point and wait to see what happens, get more kind of feedback on this, because at the moment it's just consolidating right now on the higher time frame. But daily we are in decline right now. We've got a break structure here, and this is my area that I'm looking for my shift in market structure up here. It's not happened yet, so I'm still bearish on the daily. So longer term bearish, and just being mindful really of that. Low time frame, we're back, we're going above these highs, no doubt. But that's it for today.